There are 8 types of modern women I refuse to date. And that's what I'm going to get into today in this video. All right. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Kane. I'm the Silver Bachelor. This channel is 100% dedicated to dating advice for older guys. And if you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button and the notification button because I'm dropping a video every day. All right. 8 types of modern women I refuse to date. And those of you watching may not like what I'm about to say, but I don't care because this is what I choose. This is what I choose to, in terms of people to not date. And maybe it's judgment, maybe it isn't. I don't give a shit. But these are the 8 types of women I will not date. Number 1, the stripper. You do you. I want nothing to do with that world, okay? And it is a nasty world, and I don't like to share. I don't like to share when I'm dating, and I want her to be all mine. So the stripper, nope, not doing that. And that's number 1. Number 2, not obviously, but I will not date an escort. So why I say escort is because I've tried all dating apps, and I've been single for 2.5 years, and I was married before. I've tried all the dating apps, and I've also tried sugar daddy sites. And most of the women on the sugar daddy sites they don't call themselves escorts, but they're escorts, okay? When a woman says, "Hey, I'll come over for $350," what are you? You're an escort. If you want to come over to my place and you're expecting money and I've never met you before and you're at, yeah. So nope, don't do it. Not doing it. That's number 2. Number 3, the OnlyFans model. Nope, want to be part of that world. So I take my career very seriously, and I'm not going to date somebody who's part of that world just for my own reasons. And so that's number 3. Number 4, it's the diva. The diva. Now, when I say diva, I'm talking about a woman who mistreats service people like waitresses or bartenders or servers, whatever, or they're just very, very particular and bougie. So here's an example. I went out on a couple dates with this one person, and we weren't intimate or anything like that. She came over. It was like our 3rd or 4th date. We just hung out. But I said, look, because she doesn't have a car. So I said, look, I'm happy to get your Uber to and from my place. And she said, okay. So at the end of the evening, and this was during a work evening, so it was like 9 or 10 when she needed to go home. So I called her Uber, and the street was quiet, right? So the Uber comes and parks at the other side of the street. And I said, oh, well, I'll walk you across the street. And she said, well, no, tell the Uber to come and meet me here. The Uber was right there across the street. I was like, okay, that's a yellow flag. Next time we go on a date was for brunch. And she gets pissed off because she asked for a margarita with Don Julio Blanco in it. And she's watching the bartender, all right? So I wasn't really paying that much attention. And the bartender was making a bunch of drinks. The drink goes over to her, and then she says, you didn't put on Don Julio Blanco in my drink. And the bartender says, yes, I did. And she starts arguing with him. And he says, look, man, there's a camera right here, and I could show you the tape. She keeps on the issue, and it causes a fucking uncomfortable situation. Instead of whispering over to me and saying, I don't think he put the right thing in, and just not causing a damn scene. But that was so important to her that she had her damn Don Julio Blanco in her fucking margarita. It was pissing me off, okay? So I didn't show any emotions or anything like that. And I'm like, okay, whatever. But I realized, you know what? No. And by the way, there was another time I went out with her, and she was all upset because her eggs weren't quite warm enough. So this is what I'm talking about. Avoid the diva. So I will not date divas. Just on this one, just stick with this one for a second because I'm just taking a look at my notes. If she has princess treatment or anything, I'm a princess treatment in her fucking dating profile or anything like that, bounce because she's a diva, right? Another thing is a pillow princess. Pillow princess, that term is a lesbian term originally, where one woman wants to be pleased, but won't please the other. So I've been in intimate situations where it gets to that point, and I'm working on her for like a half an hour. She gets off, and then it's my turn, and she just wants to go to sleep, or she says, "Oh, it's taking me too long," or whatever. That's what I'm talking about in terms of pillow princess. I'm out. I will not date those. So that's number 4. It's the diva. Okay. Number 5, the 304. So if you're wondering what the fuck does a 304 mean, if you take the the numbers 304 or 304, well, it's actually 304, you flip it upside down, it spells hoe. So how do I know someone's a hoe? And call it judgment. I don't care what you call it. I am calling it, right? If she has an Instagram account and most of her pictures are just showing her ass or her tits or some other thing, and it's very like sexualized content, she's a hoe, and I don't give a shit what anyone says. I will judge that. I see it, and I'm out, right? If the first thing we connect, and she's like, "Oh, here's my Instagram," I look at her Instagram, and it's nothing but her ass and her tits, right? And most of her photos, I'm out, and I don't care calling her a hoe, because otherwise, why is she posting all that? So that's number 5. Number 6, the girl boss. Now, when I say girl boss, I mean in terms of her attitude. So, and what she posts online. So, if on her dating profile she says, "I'm a girl boss," I'm out. I don't even entertain that. Skip. Or we're having a conversation and she's all proud and she's like, "Yeah, I'm a girl boss." It'd be like, you know what? It's the same as me if I was on a dating app and I put a high value man, high value alpha man, or something stupid like that. Like, why would I write that in my bio or in my profile? Right? So that's what I mean. Or on my Instagram, why would I say high value man alpha or alpha high value man, like anything around there? So it's this lady saying, a woman saying, "I'm a girl boss," is the same thing. And I don't care for the female viewers watching this. I'm calling it as it is. You say that in your profile, it's a fucking turn off to guys. Guys don't want to date a girl boss. You can be a girl boss. Just don't lead with it. That's what I'm saying, right? Don't lead with it and on your Instagram and say lady boss, girl boss. Like, why would you say that? Just show you are a girl boss by your actions and not your words, is what I mean. Like, it's cool if you have a successful career, you're doing very well and all stuff, you don't have to say it. So that's what I mean about the girl boss. So number 7, this is a big one, is the alpha woman. The alpha woman, I was married to one before, and I will not date an alpha woman again. How do you know if somebody's an alpha woman? A, when they won't let you lead, and B, they keep challenging you over and over and over again instead of just letting it go. Like, I want a submissive woman in terms of her character. What I mean by that is, I mean, to clarify, is I mean she will allow me to take the lead. She will allow me to have my own opinions and my own views without challenging me every fucking time. It's super annoying. I can't stand it. So alpha women, out. That's number 7. Number 8, the older woman. The older woman, what I mean is the woman who's older than me. My ex-wife was 6 years older than me. I will not date. Now I will pretty much not date somebody who's older than me, because here's what happens. They're insecure. They feel like they're the mother to you subconsciously. Um, I've been I've been told during my marriage, where my ex-wife was insecure with the fact that I didn't look my age, and she was starting to look her age, right? I didn't say that, but that's how she felt. So the insecurities that come with an older woman dating a younger guy, I want no part of it. So I will only date women. Typically, there are always exceptions, right? Always. But I'm saying 99% of the time, younger than me. Right. So that's number 8. And my bonus tip is this, or the number 9 type of woman I won't date. However, this is the bonus one. And it's complicated, and that's the single mother. I don't have a hard rule about not dating single mothers. Like, a lot of guys that are dating coaches, they say, "Don't date single mothers, blah, 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 blah." Well, I have dated single mothers, but there's layers to this, and it gets complicated. Like, for example, I need more information. I need to know, well, how many children does she have? How old are the children, right? Does she have full custody or is it shared custody? What's the relationship like with the ex? Is the ex in the picture? Is it amicable? Does he have the kids every other weekend? That kind of thing. So single mothers, typically, I tread carefully with that one because it just gets complicated. I am definitely going to be lower on the priority scale. Not that I need to be number one, but when she has children, you are pushed down big time. And plus, it just gets complicated in with the children. And are they seeing you as the stepfather, the father, and all this stuff, right? So I twitch if I find out somebody's a single mother. So I will say this, guys, as an older guy and you're dating, right? This has been my experience. When a woman is 35 plus, it's been my experience. 80 to 90% of the time, she has children at 35 plus. So mostly I date younger because I don't ultimately want to date a woman who has children. So if to find somebody who doesn't have children is typically under 35. So that's why I typically date under 35 because they don't have children. It's a lot easier as a silver bachelor. As a single bachelor who doesn't have children, that's just easier for me. So hope you like this video. Let me know what you think in the comments and we'll see you next time.